Could they turn this one in? Bekele delivers it into a packed box and it's almost turned in. There is dilly-dallying with possession inside the area. Minyot Debebe clears to the edge of it, almost losing it to Endelkachu Mesfin. Free keeping his whistle away, and now this is a long one. There's a good chance for Abel Yalewo to try and come forward. It's got Yalewo. Good chance to bring this one past the goalkeeper. And Samson Asaifa saves. He kept his eyes on the ball. Samson Asaifa. Abel Yalewo tried to get past Wakitade Sabebe.
Well, he him turn on his right foot.
Abel Yalewo tried to get past Wakitade Sabebe.
Well, he him turn on his right foot.
Into the area, Shinafi Fida has a touch. Nagoro is staying on the ground. Come again, looking for Belai Gezahen. Controls it at the edge of the area, under pressure from Frimpong Mensu. They prepare to go into that break. Arbaminch will be happy with their showing they have had here in the first half. They have stood up against the 14-time champions. Abel Yalewo tried to get past Wakitade Sabebe.
Well, the good thing is that they've stood defensively. They've been very, very solid because they have realized that St. George will definitely find the balls forward, and they have been very, very solid in their
into the area, Shinafi Fida has a touch. Nagoro is staying on the ground. Come again, looking for Belai Gezahen. Controls it at the edge of the area, under pressure from Frimpong Mensu. They prepare to go into that break. Arbaminch will be happy with their showing they have had here in the first half. They have stood up against the 14-time champions.
Kapaito and Ismail
Orwogoro tried to get headliners so far. Here is a goal.
Well, the good thing is that
defensively to bring one through in for Suleiman, who had made the run. That will be good defending eventually from Ashinafi Fida. Good combination between him and Tekarin Dejene. Kapaito now has picked it up through the center. It's forced out wide to Tegaya Bera, who himself was under pressure from the right back. That simply couldn't keep it in. It's had a good game, good half, Segaya Bera. And that will be it for now. As we go into the half-time break, Serihun Shengata, just like Mesai Teferi, have more work to do. Tanum Gatoch knows he gave away the penalty. He will be expected to have a better second half. Frimpong Menso is struggling. I wonder if he will be coming back for the second half, but suddenly he has a chance to be treated for the next 15 minutes. Samson Asefa has conceded a penalty. As we look at that long story again, Belia Leo twisting and turning around Wakitades comes into the area and forced a huge save from Asefa. Easily could have been 2-1 for Kidus Giorgis. Good game. Shall see you in the next 15. 1-1.
አዋይ ሳያስነግር ነጋሪት ሳይጎስ ደርሷል ለጆሮዬ የሚጣፍጠው ስም የጊዮርጊስ መለያ ለብቻው ተመርጦ በልቤ ማህደር አለ ተቀምጦ ቢበልቤ ነው በልቤ ቢበልቤ ላይ ነው 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 አርማውን ከልቤ ምን እንዳጣበቀው ጊዮርጊሳዊነቴ አይቶ የሚደነቀው አይገባውም መልሱ ሁሉም ቢጠይቀው እኔን የሆነ ነው ሚስጥሩን የሚያውቀው የክለቤ ምልክቱ ልቤ ላይ ነው ቤቱ የክለቤ ምልክቱ ልቤ ላይ ነው ቤቱ የሳንዲዬ ምልክቱ ነው በልቤ በልቤ ላይ ነው በልቤ ነው በልቤ ላይ ነው በውዴታም ሆነ በሚያስገድድ ጉልበት ለመጠባበቂያ የማልደርብበት ጊዮርጊስን ደግፌ ምንም አልጎደለም ሁለተኛ ምርጫ ብሎ ነገር የለም የክለቤ ምልክቱ ልቤ ላይ ነው ቤቱ የክለቤ ምልክቱ ልቤ ላይ ነው ቤቱ የሳንጂዬ ምልክቱ ልቤ ላይ ነው ቤቱ የሳንጂዬ ምልክቱ ልቤ ላይ ነው ቤቱ ስሙን ስጠራ የሚገርማቸው ነገር ገራ ለሚገባቸው እውነቱን ልቤ ሁሌም ያውቀዋል ከውስጤ ገብቶ ማን ይፍቀዋል በልቤ ነው በልቤ ላይ ነው 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 አዋጅ ሳያስነግር ነጋሪት ሳይጎስም ደርሷል ለጆሮዬ የሚጣፍጠው ስም የጊዮርጊስ መለያ ለብቻው ተመርጦ በልቤ ማህደር አለ ተቀምጦ በልቤ ነው በልቤ ላይ ነው 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 አርማውን ከልቤ ምን እንዳጣበቀው ጊዮርጊሳዊነቴ አይቶ የሚደነቀው አይገባውም መልሱ ሁሉም ቢጠይቀው እኔን የሆነ ነው ሚስጥሩን የሚያውቀው የክለቤ ምልክቱ ልቤ ላይ ነው ቤቱ የክለቤ ምልክቱ ልቤ ላይ ነው ቤቱ የሳንጂዬ ምልክቱ ልቤ ላይ ነው ቤቱ የሳንጂዬ ምልክቱ ልቤ ላይ ነው ቤቱ አትጥራው ቢሉኝ እያስገደዱ ቢከታተሉኝ በየመንገዱ አርማው በጎን ባይታያቸው አብሮኝ የሌለ ከመሰላቸው በልቤ ነው በልቤ ላይ ነው በልቤ ነው በልቤ ላይ ነው አዋጅ ሳያስነግር ነጋሪት ሳይጎስም ደርሷል ለጆሮዬ የሚጣፍጠው ስም የጊዮርጊስ መለያ ለብቻው ተመርጦ በልቤ ማህደር አለ ተቀምጦ በልቤ ነው በልቤ ላይ ነው 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 በውዴታም ሆነ በሚያስገድድ ጉልበት ለመጠባበቂያ የማልደርብበት ጊዮርጊስን ደግፌ ምንም አልጎደለም ሁለተኛ ምርጫ ብሎ ነገር የለም የክለቤ ምልክቱ ልቤ ላይ ነው ቤቱ የክለቤ ምልክቱ ልቤ ላይ ነው ቤቱ የሳንጂዬ ምልክቱ ልቤ ላይ ነው ቤቱ የሳንጂዬ ምልክቱ ልቤ ላይ ነው ቤቱ ስሙን ስጠራ የሚገርማቸው ነገር ገራ ለሚገባቸው እውነቱን ልቤ ሁሌም ያውቀዋል ከውስጤ ገብቶ ማን ይፍቀዋል በልቤ ነው በልቤ ላይ ነው በልቤ ነው በልቤ ላይ ነው በልቤ ነው በልቤ ላይ ነው ቢበልቤ ነው ቢበልቤ ላይ ነው ቢበልቤ ነው ቢበልቤ ላይ ነው ቢበልቤ ነው ቢበልቤ ላይ ነው አዋይ ሳያስነግር ነጋሪት ሳይጎስም ደርሷል ለጆሮዬ የሚጣፍጠው ስም የጊዮርጊስ መለያ ለብቻው ተመርጦ በልቤ ማህደር አለ ተቀምጦ ቢበልቤ ነው ቢበልቤ ላይ ነው 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 አርማውን ከልቤ ምን እንዳጣበቀው ጊዮርጊሳዊነቴ አይቶ የሚደነቀው አይገባውም መልሱ ሁሉም ቢጠይቀው እኔን የሆነ ነው ሚስጥሩን የሚያውቀው የክለቤ ምልክቱ ልቤ ላይ ነው ቤቱ የክለቤ ምልክቱ ልቤ ላይ ነው ቤቱ የሳንጂዬ ምልክቱ ልቤ ላይ ነው ቤቱ የሳንጂዬ ምልክቱ ልቤ ላይ ነው ቤቱ አትጥራው ቢሉኝ እያስገደዱ ቢከታተሉኝ በየመንገዱ አርማው በጉል ባይታያቸው አብሮኝ የሌለ ከመሰላቸው ቢበልቤ ነው ቢበልቤ ላይ ነው ቢበልቤ ነው ቢበልቤ ላይ ነው አዋጅ ሳያስነግር ነጋሪት ሳይጎስም ደርሷል ለጆሮዬ የሚጣፍጠው ስም የጊዮርጊስ መለያ ለብቻው ተመርጦ በልቤ ማህደር አለ ተቀምጦ ቢበልቤ ነው ቢበልቤ ላይ ነው 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 በውዴታም ሆነ በሚያስገድድ ጉልበት ለመጠባበቂያ የማልደርብበት ጊዮርጊስን ደግፌ ምንም አልጎደለም ሁለተኛ ምርጫ ብሎ ነገር የለም የክለቤ ምልክቱ ልቤ ላይ ነው ቤቱ የክለቤ ምልክቱ ልቤ ላይ ነው ቤቱ የሳንጂዬ ምልክቱ ልቤ ላይ ነው ቤቱ የሳንጂዬ ምልክቱ ልቤ ላይ ነው ቤቱ ስሙን ስጠራ የሚገርማቸው ነገሬ ግራ ለሚገባቸው እውነቱን ልቤ ሁሌም ያውቀዋል ከውስጤ ገብቶ ማን ይፍቀዋል ቢበልቤ ነው ቢበልቤ ላይ ነው 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 አዋጅ ሳያስነግር ነጋሪት ሳይጎስም ደርሷል ለጆሮዬ የሚጣፍጠው ስም የጊዮርጊስ መለያ ለብቻው ተመርጦ በልቤ ማህደር አለ ተቀምጦ ቢበልቤ ነው ቢበልቤ ላይ ነው 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 አርማውን ከልቤ ቤቱ የክለቤ ምልክቱ ልቤ ላይ ነው ቤቱ የሳንጂዬ ምልክቱ ልቤ ላይ ነው ቤቱ የሳንጂዬ ምልክቱ ልቤ ላይ ነው ቤቱ አትጥራው ቢሉኝ እያስገደዱ ቢከታተሉኝ በየመንገዱ አርማው በጉል ባይታያቸው አብሮኝ የሌለ ከመሰላቸው ቢበልቤ ነው በልቤ ቢበልቤ ላይ ነው ቢበልቤ ነው በልቤ ቢበልቤ ላይ ነው
No changes for St. George. Seems Giorgis are still comfortable with their starting 11. They obviously have some big options on that bench. Ex of Bulcha Shura, ex of Tegenu Teshome, Testa Demu, Haida Sharifa, all giving good options to Zerihun. It is Panam Gatoch who is expected to have a better second half than he did in the first. Obviously giving away that crucial penalty. It was eventually converted by Eric Kapaito, as he then commits another foul. Spilay Gezahen. Possession going out wide as he gets a return, throwing one forward, looking for Eric Kapaito. Doing well to get past ahead of Suleiman Hemide. Now Habib Kemar comes in, battling with Mignot Debebe. It's not going to be easy to go past Mignot Debebe physically in those kind of situations. Then he also has got to be careful to make sure he doesn't give away a penalty with nerves. Well, unfortunately, just to remind you, the fact that Charles Lukwago has conceded, it means he will not overtake that record set by Roberto Donkara. Back in 2010 and 11, he did keep 15 clean sheets. And then 11-12, he had 6 clean sheets at the beginning of the campaign, making that 21. An Ugandan goalkeeper failing to beat another's record. She's Bereket. Back to Frimpong. Now Heno Kadunya. Shooting one forward, looking for Suleiman Hemide. That is a bit too high. 7 clean sheets though for Charles Okwago. That is a good return as well for a man who is having his first campaign in the league.
It's a very good return. It's a very, very good return. Of course, his defenders would feel not upbeat in this one. They expected that they were going to continue with the trend. I think Arbaminch Ketema had other ideas, because they are also languishing at the bottom of the table on 12 points. I mean 16 points in 12th position, and relegation looming.
Arbaminch Textile might have been disbanded, but Arbaminch Ketema will be looking to commit some revenge on St. George after that dramatic end to the 2002-2003 season. St. George winning the campaign by just a point. Picked up 56 points, Arbaminch Textile had 55. And if there's a man who needs revenge here, it's Mesai Teferi, because then he was in the Arbaminch Textile team. Now in the dugout with Arbaminch Ketema. Koro stays on the ground, eventually comes up as Arbaminch look to continue piling the pressure, and then goes down again. The big man from Togo, who now has 9 goals this season. Him and Yegezu Bogale, top of the standings. The Sidama Buna striker on 8.
Well, clearly, Uchenna Okoro has been deployed today to take care of Ismail Agoro. The instructions are very simple. Wherever he goes, then if he was to go out,
follow
the
him
field and get some water, just follow him. Stay with him there until he comes back.
That's what man marking means, though, Kelbert. For a short call, go with him. Just don't allow the Togolese to be in space. Everyone knows how dangerous he is. You don't score 9 goals by mistake in 13 matches. Fida to Habib Kemar and Alkachu Mesfin. This is Pelay Gezahen allowed to turn past Panom Getoch. Through the center for Eric Kapaito. Had lost it, picks it up again. He's got a couple of options. One of those is Wokita Desabebe. The other is a Shenafi feeder. It's a good spell of possession for Mesaite Ferry's side. Quick passing. Eventually, St. George finding themselves at 6s and 7s, giving away a free kick. From whichever corner of Ethiopia you're watching, I'm very sure you have an opinion on this game. Sure you have something to say about Arbaminch's capacity to try and pick something from this game. It's surprised everyone that they actually took the lead. Everyone in Addis Ababa will definitely be on their feet, just like many of those in Arbaminch. Yeah, it's a bit Kemal, delivers one into the area, taken out by Panom Gatoch. It was Minyot Jebebe. Comes to the end of it. Kachu Mesfin was looking for a return. Habib Kemal was looking for the control. Both didn't get it. They simply have to sit back now.
Yeah, Mesfin is the midfielder. I think he should know that he's the architect of the team in the middle, and therefore those high balls just needs to be controlled and give an option to the players in front of him, other than just kicking the ball anywhere and belonging to the clearing and forwarding company.
Without paying taxes, Kachu Mesfin has been ever present in that midfield. Certainly has done well. He's done well in terms of controlling the pace. Arbaminch move forward, making sure possession moves from the right to the left, and then sometimes forced to come and of course help out Abubakar Shamir in protecting the back four. Agoro has a touch. Shinafi feeder clears. Nukadunyan controls. This is Panom Gatoch. Under pressure from Eric Kapaito. Suleiman wants it out wide. He takes a short one to Binyot Debebe instead. Creatively and progressively trying to come forward, taking their time. St. George meaning it will be hard to give away possession. Pip Kemari is piling the pressure. This has been returned to Charles Lukwago. Pelai Gezahen is running in to try and cover the pass that what could have gone to Frimpong Mensu. Second draw in a row will not be that bad, but certainly will leave a real dent in their title credentials, because it certainly will give Hawassa and Fasil Kenema a chance to close in. Sarihun Shingata doesn't want that. Eric Kapaito stays on the ground.
With those kind of balls, you will always expect these strikers to have it rough. Because those are high balls, you do expect there's going to be so many contacts in between them and the defenders. One, that is an elbow coming in from Frinko Mensah on Muna Bekele. Should have been a foul, should have been a yellow card, and he knows that.
Oh, that looked dangerous then on Muna Bekele, the right back. We need some treatment. This will take a few minutes. And blood joins the occasion. The referee simply has to stop the game.
Again, that was a nice run by Segaya Bera. In total control. This is the second time that Kapaito is being called upon against a big side. The first time he scored against Fasil on a penalty where they tied 1-1. And again, this time stepping up against another potential title contender, St. George, and sends the goalkeeper to the gutters. Again, Ismail Agoro steps out again with the precision of a surgeon, picks the right spot with power behind it, and equalizes what Eric Kapaito had put on the Arbaminch plate.
Bekele is stretched off. Do hope he comes back. That is the reason. St. George captain, very, very lucky to have walked away from this. And there will be consultation between the referee and the third official out wide. I wonder if Teferi Elebachu wants more information on that challenge. I know Kadunya is following him closely. Not sure there will be much to it though. Frimpong Mensu gets to leave another minute. Nil-nil draw against Jima Bajifar was followed by a 1-1 draw against Adama for Arbaminch. Just when you thought they were turning the corner, there were 2 losses to come, one against Awasa, the other against Wolaita Dicha. When you thought they could fully turn and pick up victories, there were 2 more draws to come, one against Sidama, the other against Dredawa. That was eventually wrapped up with that victory against Ethiopian Buna on match day 13. Suleiman trying to get his space into the box, seemed to have been fouled. That was a high boot from the right back.
Well, this competition will always be there. It will always be there. I think it's a 50-50 ball, really. Wakitadis Abebe turning out to be the one in grief here.
Mr. Ato Abinet, the boss at St. George, very passionate man about the game, been president here for 19 years. Seen them through thick and thin, celebrated a couple of trophies on the podium. But now it's a real drought. A situation St. George is not comfortable with as it stands. Could this be the campaign they turn everything around and get back to the podium? We've got to make sure they dethrone Fasil Kenema in style. Something they seem to be doing already. But will they be consistent? We have one more match to wrap up the first round. Bekele then has made his way out. Inyats Debebe takes one forward, looking for Abelia Leo, closely tracked by Wokitade Sabebe. And Suleiman comes into Sakowa Shenafi Fida. Rafael Daniel is the player who has come in to replace Mona Bekele. That is partly because of that injury of Frimpong Mensu. Now Suleiman Hemide brings one into the area, and that almost looked interesting to have come off Frimpong Mensu again. Rose up in the air, but there was a couple of crocodiles around him. Agoro, Habib Kemar, getting himself a throw-in. He's had a good impact since coming off the bench. He shot 23. Been a bit of a rest in today's game as Zerihun Shengata continues passing the touchline.
Well, I said one day you'll have to draw a straight line one of these fine days and allow Zerihun Shengata to move on that line. He might end up in Adama just by walking.
Mignon. Looking for Yaleo Abel. He's tracked by Wokitades, brings it back to Suleiman. Kip Kemal is taken out of the equation. Panom Gatoch allowed to turn as well to Mignot. Got support with his own captain. Decides to go for a long one, looking for Ismail Oro Agoro. It's allowed to bounce at the edge of that area. Can only go as far as Surafel Daniel. Trinidad Guksa is the player trying to pile the pressure out there. Not sure what you make of his performance so far, Trinidad Guksa.
Well, I've really not seen him make an impact, and that's the reason. The reason behind it is because of those long balls that are being played to the forwards, and really not in an organized manner. Nothing coming from the midfield. You've not seen Panon Gatwatch. We're only seeing Yesbira and maybe maybe Bereket Walde in terms of defending.
Koro looking to return this one to Abel Yaleo. Well intercepted by Fida. Fida has been rock solid, but he will have to be very careful. Now he's out of position. Here's Abel Yaleo, floats and low one into the area. Uchenna Martin Okoro clears as far as Eric Kapaito. Here's Belay Gezahen deep inside his own half. To Surafel, stopped by Henok Adunya. Giving away possession quite easily is St. George side. We haven't seen much of that this season. That must be credit to Arbaminch, who have suddenly put them under pressure and not giving them any kind of chance.
Oh, Frimpong Menso. No nonsense defender. Just do what you're employed to do. Defend. Wherever the ball goes, he really doesn't care.
It's been given away again, almost picked up by Eric Kapaito. Comes through the center. The referee saw that. 50 is the possession statistics here in the second half, and Arbaminch have themselves a chance now. A few good yards out of the St. George box. The attention will turn to Charles Lukwago, and this is why Edoka Dunya's foul on Eric Kapaito, who is asking for mercy from the man at the center of the action. Pip Kemar is the player standing over this way. Zeno Kadunya retreats. A couple of crocodiles have come just inside the St. George area. Spina Bekele continues getting treatment. Habib strikes this with Venom, and it's off the upright. Oh, good chance, still inside the area. Could this be the moment? The whistle went just before that. Seemed to be a foul. Oh, it was Ismail Oragoro that had been fouled on the return. But what a take from Habib Kemar.
Ferocious free kick. It is bending. It's looking for the upper 90. Goalkeeper's already beaten. The ball hits the crossbar and gets back into play. And that's how dangerous Habib Kemal can be on set pieces.
Oh, what a take that was then. Zulkwago saved by the crossbar. Here they come again. Wokitades to Habib. Physically battling in there. That seems a foul from Panom Gatoch, who suddenly is not comfortable. Referee took his time to blow the whistle. Panom Gatoch thought he had gotten himself a throw-in. And it's eventually turned in against him. As you can see the physicality between the two. Referee just didn't like it. Mr. Teferi Alibachu. Here he comes again. This time, the free kick coming off the left flank of the field. More comfortable, obviously, on the right because he's left-footed, but this gives him a chance as well to find any of the Arbaminch players in there. Eric Kapaito is racing around. So is a Shenafi feeder. And Uchenna Martin Okoro. Habib. It's too high. Disappointing.
Very, very, very disappointing. I think he was able to hit the crossbar with that ferocious shot. Again, from the same spot, you expect him to bring in a good deliver for his fellow players to hide, nod in the ball, but again, poor technique.
Charinet just getting a chance to run rings around Tekalin and then continues into the area. Charinet Guksa almost caused trouble. First thought was that had been kept on, but the flag was up from the second official. Kret Randen coming in from a man who is looking to impress after not having that many starts so far this season. Charinet Guksa.
It's a way for a striker to run. Tekalin, the chain just been taken to the gutters, but again, quality defending by Uchenna Okoro, who has really stood tall in the absence of Bernard Ochieng, who today starts from the bench.
Get a feeling something will spark this game into life one more time. We've already seen the 2 goals. Both coming off penalties, 2 high-profile mistakes at both ends of the field. Don't always have so many games in the Bétkinsg Ethiopian Premier League that do end without goals. We've already seen so many of those so far this season, so far this match round. Shnafi Fida almost missed that one. Could have been trouble for Arbaminch. Fisher clearance then eventually coming deep into the midfield. Picked up again. Nukadunya will have to be careful, dilly-dallying with possession and then almost giving it away. He'll be lucky that the referee eventually called the whistle, but that was good pressure then from Surafel Daniel. Pressing from his own defensive position to go and put Nukadunya under pressure on the far side.
I think that has been the order of the day for this Arbaminch side.
Cherine going past one, going past two, going past three, and then finding Agbara! Oh wow! Big chance to the Togoris. Good run through the center from Cherine Guksa, who beat three and then found the big man up front, and Zerion Shengata knows this was St. George's best chance to actually take the lead after going a goal down in the first half.
Well, these are some of the runs that you'd expect, individual brilliance. Again, the timing of the run, that pass is absolute, and it's right on the foot of Agoro. Surely, Agoro, with all the power that he has, he should have just chipped the ball over the goalkeeper, way off his line, off the 6-yard line. Should have chipped the ball over Samson Asefa for his 10th goal. Missed opportunity.
Now Samson Asefa seems to be a man under pressure. His goal kick has gone out straight to a throw-in inside his own half. And Suleiman is happy to pick this one up to find Abel Yeleo. That's good enough, cleared by Shenafi Fida. Spiriting through that center, Surafel Daniel, Habib Kemar, Bobeka Shamil and El Kachu Mesfin have really proven to be very, very good against St. George. Panum Gatoch, Bereket Wolde and Yabsira Tespai. Still to make a substitution here. Challenge between Suleiman and Wokitade Sabebe. Two players not giving themselves any breathing space as the ball is given to St. George to be delivered by Suleiman Hemide. Kanom Gatoch and Ismail Orogoro among the options up front. Here comes Suleiman. Not good enough. Cleared on fast escape by Andal Kachu Mesfin. A long one coming, this time looking for Suleiman, who did continue with his run, comes through the center and almost controlled by Abel Yaleo. He'll be a bit disappointed. Now, this has been given away by Edunya. Easily stopped by Frimpong Mensu. There were 3 Arbaminch players and just 2 St. George defenders. That counter-attack could have meant something, but here they come again. Habib trying to go past 2 and again not managing to do so. The second half substitute. Panom. Henok, Frimpong, Chena clears of Agoro. A couple of other battles happening through the center. This is Bereket Wolde not allowing Habib Kemar to quickly get into possession. Does Wolde, defensive midfielder for Zerion Shengata's side. Now this comes forward looking for Wabelia Leo. The return suddenly could have come off Suleiman Hemide. But very good defending again from Wokita Desabebe. Now, here is Bulcha Shura. Coming on for Yabsira Tesfai. That is more firepower.
I think they might revert to a 4-2-4 or 4-4-2 formation, because now Bulchashiro should be able to play on the wider areas and allow Cherinet Goksa and Ismail Agoro to play as the 2 attacking strikers.
This is Cherinet, allowing this one to have 2 bounces. Good news for Tekalin Degeneden. You see it roll out. She's been a very busy man, Tekalin. Be definitely that huge reorganization up front for Kidus Giorgis. Chashura, Cherinet Guksa, Ismail Oro Agoro, and Abel Yaleo. Even then, there will be so much movement in between them. to try and confuse this Arbaminch Ketema defense. Mignot clears. This is Wokitades. Habib. Now Erika Paito under pressure from Panom Gatoch. Looking for a return from Habib Kemar. Panom does better. Gets it to Mignot. Floats it through the center. This has been picked up by Wokitades, and that's a foul. Wokitades had gotten slightly ahead of Abel Yaleo. The St. George forward didn't allow him to progress with his movement. Well, so surprise then. It's actually a St. George free kick. Not sure that was the case. It to actually have been a foul originally.
It looks like the entrance of Vulture Shura will force Zeron Chengeta to change his formation, play a 4-2-3-1 with Panom Gatoch and Bereket Walde sitting midfielders and Vulture Shura playing just ahead of them, meaning there are going to be 3 attackers, including Cherinet Gusa and Abel Yaneo, to support Ismail Agoro at the top.
That's a good one. Keep it tight at the back and have enough options moving forward. Saite Ferry will have to counter that. He's already brought in Habib Kemar and Surafel Daniel. Now if you will look to his bench at some point and look at some of the other options to try and beat whatever Zerihun Shengata is saying. And he has Anduwale Masnake. Here's Butaka Shemena, just in case he needs to change other things, alongside Andy Netadane, which of course is a midfielder, Shenafi Teken. If he can take the lead now, then you can bet Bernardo Cheng will be coming on to close it at the back.
I don't know why they are sending these balls forward, because it's very clear that Uchenna Okoro has outmarked Ismail Agoro at the top.
Goro has a touch. Panom Gatoch has another. Uchenna clears. Zeno Kadunya looking to let fly from distance. Couldn't get it past Belai Gezahen. Here they come with Sherinet. Vulture Shura continues the run up front to Mignot. Forced to take a shorter one through the center with Bereket Walde. To Heno Kadunya again. Under good pressure himself from Habib. So the challenges you've been talking about between Uchenna Martin Okoro and Ismail Oro-Agoro. This time though, the Nigerian is giving away a free kick because of that hand on the Togolese. Samson Asefa takes on the spotlight again as this will be struck from distance. The likes of Mignot Debebe have come in. You know, Frimpong Mensu can let fly as well from this kind of distances. He seems to be handed to Vulture Shura. Vulture Shura standing right next to it alongside Frimpong Mensu. Looking to get this one past that wall and butcher Samson Asefa. Vulture Shura. Here he comes with power behind it. That will be a bit disappointing because as far as those players warming up behind, goes down.
It's not warmed up. He hasn't warmed up properly. This one reminds me, those years, it can easily pull the hamstring. And from the reaction of Vulture Shura, there is something that has ticked on his thigh. That big muscle on the thigh.
Five minutes, one attempt, off target, and he will be substituted off. Abinet can't believe it.
You don't go take set pieces when you have not warmed up. Because with the temperatures low It's 23, 24 degrees. You expect that you need blood to flow in your system in order for you to be ready. But he wasn't ready and was trying to take a shot from a distance. And that would keep him out for more than 4 months.
Sarihun Shengata still walking. Trying to make sure he can figure out a way the final 15 minutes of this one. Now he can get a couple of goals past Samson Asefa. He's been forced to look to his bench again to try and look at options. A couple of players have been warming at the extreme, have been called in. Comes forward, touched off by Ismail Orwagoro. Samson Asefa forced to come out of his own line and then tried to protect it. Freeze a flag, stopped Leo from making the progress he was suddenly looking for. St. George fans looking around and wondering if they can pick something from this game. They have come out in numbers. They expect maximum points. More action on your World of Champions. So we wrap up match day 14 tomorrow. Chimaba Jifar will take on Walkite Ketema. Then Segai Kidane Mariam and Wolaita Dicha will take on Hadia Osaina. Chisagoro looking for a chance. Doesn't get it off Okitades. Still comes through the center. Then gets a return. And he was onside. The flag had stayed down. That suddenly have come off as a huge chance then for the big man. Now, Tegenu Teshome is the player coming on for Ultra Shura. This means Zerihun Shengata has stuck to his guns. He needs more attackers out there today. He's not going to change Ultra Shura for a defensive midfielder or a defender. That is not how St. George play, he says. Mignot to Bereket Walde. This is Suleiman Hemide. Can't get it past Endal Kachu Maespin. That can get it past Habib Kemar. Back to Mignot Debebe. To Frimpong. Enoka Dunya wanted it. He went for a long one instead, looking for Cherinet. Simply can't control it. I also want to think the more this game drags on to the 88th and 85th minute, the more Mesai Teferi and Arbaminch will start believing they actually could pick a point or a win here.
But they're trading dangerously. That one I can tell you for sure. They're sitting back for most of part of the game. And they are actually inviting St. George into their own half. And this is where you make one silly mistake and you get punished.
Pano to Tegenu Teshome. Now Suleiman Hemide looking to bring across into the area, and then it has missed almost everyone. Still trouble. Enoka Dunya brings one in, and they are looking for crucial touches. One of those came off Cherinets. Ismail Orwagoro knows that was very, very close to goal number 2 for the horsemen.
Exactly what I'm talking about. Wider areas with a good cross coming in from Hemide. It's an inviting cross there. Goalkeeper comes out, just put his hands when Ogoro was already celebrating.
More changes. Gezahen has made way. Erika Paito as well has made way. Here comes St. George, floating another one in, looking to try and get it past Samson Asefa. So that's fight on the cherry, going out wide, and this time Samson Asefa is coming into battle with Ismail Orwagoro. The short stopper for Arbaminch picking it ahead of the Togolese. Big chance then again. Look at how many Arbaminch players are inside that box. The fact that it almost fell to Ismail Orwagoro, that is simply scary. Oh, here comes a big chance out wide. It seems to be Fikadu. Mekonen. It's the player who has come on for Erika Paito. And Belai Gezahen as well, forced to drop to the bench. And in comes Butaka Shemena.
Well, one midfielder in Butaka Shemena and one striker in Fikadu Mekenon. They have to push from the front. As long as they sit back, they will invite pressure. It's going to be a problem for them. This game could end in tears.
Having more of the ball through their central defense, and they're doing exactly the same thing. It's coming forward again. They're looking for that crucial touch. Panomga touch at the edge of that area. Gets a return ball. That is very good defending from Okitane Sabebe. The big midfielder was looking for a return, and he suddenly did not get it. What a chance suddenly this one could have been.
That's what we've been expecting of the big man, Panomga touch, with his big frame. Win the second ball. Use your technique. Try and get yourself in prime positions to take a shot. And good recovery by Wokitani Sapebe.
He was so close to redeeming himself, having given away earlier on the penalty. Now Panom Gatoch was looking to score on the other side. But how close was this? You've got to give credit though to Samson Asefa. He had a crucial touch in there. Here comes St. George again. Suleiman into the area, and that one first of all came off Panom Gatoch. It is still in the dangerous zone, and Arbabic are looking to clear their lines. They struggle with that until they have a touch on Abel Yaleo. That mix-up in front of their own goalkeeper will be very, very dangerous at some point. They've got to clear the balls out.
I think they've brought in a 24-wheeler here, and they've put it right ahead of Samson Asefa. They're inviting trouble to themselves by sitting back. They need, as soon as you clear the ball, push up, and play in the opponent's half.
They'll catch you. Looking for Habib Kemar, closely tracked by Mignot Debebe. As well to try and keep this one on. The Central defense are doing everything very fast now. They know they're close to picking up a second draw in a row. That simply is not good enough. Mignot has possession from Frimpong Mensu. Habib Kemar is trying to track him down. Throws one into the midfield. Uchenna came out of his own backline, and that's a foul. Surprisingly picks up the cut now. He's had so many challenges pretty much from the first minute. Uchenna Martin, he's certainly done a very good job, but this time easily could have taken Abel Yaleo out of this game. Most back injuries come off situations like this one. So Abel will be quite lucky that he's up and fine. Lukwago. Uchenna is everywhere. He's clearing everything that is coming his way. Sees Fikadu Mekonen. And Alkachu Mesfin. Habib Kemar, there's a run through the center, which is suddenly got to try and find. Mignot Debebe has an earlier touch. They are still trying to cause trouble in there. This will be a throw-in. Good pressure then. Finally coming on from Fikadu Mekonen. He came on to do exactly that.
That's what you need to do. Put pressure on the back four, because they will definitely make a mistake. Mignot Debebe not comfortable on the ball so far. Again, with that pressure, something could suffice. This is what they need to do.
Suleiman clears it to Panom. Looking to have Tekeno Teshome join in on the action. He almost created one with his first touch since coming off the bench. Here is Fikadu. He's got Butaka as an option through the center. Takes a long one. Inokadunya clears. Rafael Daniel is the player that was coming forward, and then there's a foul. That will be another yellow card, this time to Tekalin Dejene.
Surely, what did he expect? What other action did he expect from the referee?
Mr. Abinet can't dare to see more. He's a man under pressure. As Lukaku throws another one forward, looking for Agoro. Sefa is off his line, has dropped it, and then it's almost turned in. And the St. George players are looking to the referee and suggesting there was a trip inside that box. It looked to have been Panom Gatoch. The referee is pointing to the corner. Oh wow, there will be drama in this one until the end. As we look at that ball being floated into the area. And Samson Asefa could have caused trouble to himself. Now here they come once again, and the flag is up. Not sure that was an offside. But suddenly it's a yellow card to Frimpong Mensu. Because of rushing to the second official and throwing his arms around. You know, Arbaminch on the other side. Are looking to cause trouble. Referee is playing this one on. There's absolutely no offside in there. Absolutely none.
There's no offside. That's a clean goal. It's a clean goal.
Never an offside unless the second official saw something else.
He's an international referee. Kinde Muse, an international referee. There must have been an infringement that most of the players didn't see.
Yellow card was also given to Frimpong Mensu, the St. George captain. Oh, St. George will look at this after today's game and will not understand how that decision came to be an offside. It's a chance that has come, once taken, but it's gone. Lukwago floats another one in. Uchenna clears. Agoro goes to the ground. He's back up again as it's floated into the area, looking for Jeshome. Jumped highest, didn't get the touch he was looking for. Now the Crocodiles trying to come forward with Fikadu. Frimpong Mensu coming across to try and save Binyot Debebe, who seemed to have been beaten by pace by Fikadu. Just how dramatic is this league?
Well, you expect that a team like St. George that was on the roll would definitely roll over Arbaminch Ketema, but they've faced some resistance that they didn't expect, and finding it extremely difficult to go past that tightly knit defense line.
This is Fikadu looking for a return and then getting into the area. And Fikadu Mekonen. Habib Kamar not happy with him at all. Habib Kamar was right in front of him in so much space. And look at him calling for the ball. That will be very disappointing. Arbaminch could have won this one towards the end. Agoro can't get it past Wokita Desabebe. It's thrown forward again, and this will be very easy pickings then for the Ugandan shortstopper, Charles Lukwago this time. Chena getting another one off Agoro. Frimpong Mensu to Cherinet Kuksa. Back to Henoka Dunya. They're looking for crosses, they're looking for long balls to try and trouble that Arbaminch back four. It's almost worked. It simply was cancelled by the second official. Those up in the stands continue with the anticipation. Tikano Teshome has had such a huge impact on most of those long balls that have come into the Arbaminch box. They simply have not been taken. Chance after chance, and Samson Asefa will take the chance to let this one roll out.
Well, at this point, there is no offside. There is no offside. There is no offside. There is no offside. That's a clear goal. It's a clear goal.
There is more spotlight then on the officials. They have been under so much pressure in the last few match days. The referees. And that pressure will not go away because of that big decision then. Again from Mustafa Meki, who decided to suggest that Ismail Oro-Ogoro was offside. He was being kept on by I think Ashenafi Fida or Kitade Sabebe, one of the two, just playing in front of Samson Asefa. Let's look at the other opportunity then. Tegenu Teshome releasing Suleiman Hemidi brings it through the center. Oh, what a save. What a save. Crucial interference coming in from the goalkeeper to deny Agoro a chance. It's actually Kinde Musie, who is the second official. The first assistant ruling out that offside. The flag is out this time on Fikadu. Just for clarity, the one you've just seen on your screen is Mustafa Meki. The first assistant is Kinde Musie. Chikatel Teshome is the fourth official for today's game. Adunya. Back to Frimpong Mensu. Floats one out wide, looking for Suleiman. Struggle to keep this one in, under pressure as well from Habib Kemar. Serion Shengata knows time is out. He's got 4 minutes to try and score a winner here. Arbaminch have exactly the same minutes to pick up a crucial point. And if they can find a way to break down the yellow wall, then easily they can pick up 3 points as well. Here they come now. Ubeka Shamir to Habib Kemar. Battling two, goes down. Possession is picked up by Suleiman Hemide. To Agoro. Thrown forward by Ashenafi Fida. Only as far as Henok Adunya. Good power, good pace to this game in the closing minutes. Sistegeno Teshome. Back to Suleiman. Floats one into the box. Asefa is off his line and then picks this one up quite perfectly this time. Off the head of Cherinet Giksa.
Typical example of power play. Typical example of power play. Just drop the balls right in between the defenders and the goalkeeper. Something will drop. The goalkeeper will make a mistake. Our defender will handle the ball, or it's going to be a poor clearance on the opponent. You get a penalty. This is exactly what St. George are up to.
Two minutes. Charles Okwago with the ball. Throws one forward. It's a good one. Looking for Agoro. Almost had a touch. Uchena had a crucial one. That is giving away a free kick right at the edge of that box. We've talked about the battles between Uchena Machinakoro and Ismail Oro-Agoro. And now the referee has decided that that will be a free kick. Mesai Teferi, just like many Arbaminch fans, do not understand that decision.
We just said it, Andrew. Something is going to happen. Something is going to happen. Of course, with Uchena Okoro just tagging Ismail Okoro in that area, there was definitely going to be a foul coming. And Shamir gets into the bad books of the referee.
Looked at 50-50. Let's look at it again. Uchena goes up. Yeah, there is that hand. It's that hand onto the shoulders of Okoro. It's the right decision.
It is. It is. He went up, he was using his left hand to climb onto Ismail Agoro. He's really had it rough. He's really had it rough. I hope he can get some ice cubes just to go and place his body inside for a few minutes for recovery.
And now, this surely will be the final chance of the game. It's going to the 14-time champions, the table leaders St. George. Looking to recover from that 0-0 draw against Hadia Osaina on match day 13. Arbaminch looking to have another win in a row after beating Ethiopian Buna. It's looking like a draw for Mesai Teferi. That Zerihon Shengata is looking at a win as of now. Time is up. Surely all the attention turns to Samson Asefa now. Could we have last second drama? Henok Adunya, one of the options standing over it. Frimpong Mensu, the other. Ismail Oro-Agoro has come in as well and walked away in anger. Seems not have been offered the chance by Frimpong Mensu. Charles Lukwago is deep inside the Arbaminch half, the St. George goalkeeper. And he's pointing on where he thinks this ball should go. He thinks they should place it onto the left side of Samson Asefa. Who will take it? Panom Gatoch among the options as well. There are so many St. George players who want to take this ball. And you can understand why. Abel Yaleo seems to have finally been given the real chance. Last chance of the game to break Arbaminch hearts. Falling to St. George. Abel Yaleo, can he deliver? Dredawa on its feet. Ethiopia awaits. Free joining in on the action. Oh, the pressure out there is tangible. Abel Yaleo up against Samson Asefa. Here he comes, right-footed. Abel Yaleo! That surely will be it. That surely will be the final chance of this game. Arbaminch are looking to walk away with something here.
Well, I think that's exactly what Charles Lukwago was trying to say. There is some space just in between the St. George forward line and the defenders, and he wanted that shot to be taken right through that space and just hit on Samson Asefa and go for the rebound. That is not what Abel Yaleo had in mind. He had different ideas.
No eyes now on the center referee, Teferi Alebachu. Samson Asefa clears this one to wrap up this very game. Panom Gatoch has a touch. And Alcacho Mespin has another. And that will be it from the Dredawa International Stadium. What a fixture. What a game. St. George will feel disappointed. It will feel like they dropped 2 points. They had a goal unfairly cancelled for offside. Agoro had scored. And the second official, just like the first official earlier on, suggesting there had been an offside. But for Arbaminch, it will look a good point, considering the position they find themselves in. Mesaita Ferry has come here and stopped Zerihun Shengata, forcing Kidus Giorgis into having a second draw in a row. And for Arbaminch, a win and a draw is simply a good statistic. As we look at this controversial goal again, Henok Adunya brings it in. At this moment, Agoro is not offside, including this moment. He is well onside. There's a touch that comes in, and then he comfortably gets it past Samson Asefa. It was standing eventually, but cancelled. Make of that what you may. Make your own decision as the World of Champions wraps up all the action from Dredawa. There will be more action on match day 14 tomorrow. And I'm telling you, this league, full of drama, left, right, and center. Full time from the Dredawa International Stadium. The 14-time St. George champion St. George have drawn 1-1 with Arbaminch.
ተመልካቾቻችን የቅዱስ ጊዮርጊስና የአርባምንጭ ጨዋታ 1-1 በሆነ ያቻ ውጤት ተጠናቋል። በመጀመሪያው 45 ደቂቃ ሁለቱ ቡድኖች ባገኙት የፍጹም ቅጣት ምት ባስቆጠሩት አንድ ጎል ጨዋታው 1-1 ተጠናቋል። ቡድኖቹ አንድ ነጥቦችን ተጋርቷል። ቅዱስ ጊዮርጊስ አሁንም በመሪነቱ ላይ እንደተቀመጠ ይገኛል። ከሁለት ታላላቅ የኢትዮጵያ እግር ኳስ ላይ ስማቸው ከሚጠሩ ክለቦች ከ6 ነጥብ 4 ነጥብ ያሳኩት አሰልጣኝ መሳይ ተፈሪ ምናልባትም የአርባምንጭ ከተማ ቡድን በመጀመሪያው ዙር ሊያሳካቸው ከሚያስባቸው ትልልቅ ስኬቶች አንደኛውን ያገኙ ይመስላል። አሰልጣኝ መሳይ የዛሬው ጨዋታ እንቅስቃሴና ያስመዘገቡት ውጤት የጠበቁት ነው? ደስተኛ ኖት?
ያ በየትኛውም ነገር በሚመጣው እግዚአብሔር ይመስገን። አንድ ነጥብም ጊዮርጊስ ጠንካራ ቲም ነው ይታወቃል። የሚመራ ቲም ነው። አንድ ነጥብም ሼር ማድረግ ከምንም ይሻላል። እንደ እንቅስቃሴ ያው እንግዲህ እንዳየኸው ሁለታችንም ተመሳሳይ አይነት ነገር ነው አቀራረብ ነው ስንቀርብ የነበረው። እነሱም ከኛ ጀርባ በረጃጅም ኳሶች ለመግባት ጥረት ሲያደርጉ ነበር። እኛም እንደዚሁ ከሜዳችን ወጥተን ለማጥቃት ጥረት አድርገናል። እነሱ ከኛ የተሻሉ ናቸው። የተሻለ ጎል አጋጣሚ ፈጥረዋል። በተለይ ደግሞ ወደ መጨረሻው አካባቢ ላይ ግን እንዳጠቃላይ አንዱም
ነው ይሰጣል።
የኛ ትልቁ ፖይንት የሚጀምረው በተለይ ከሲዳማ ቡና ጋር ያገኘናት ነጥብ ነች። ከዛ በኋላ ተከታታይ ነበር ነጥቦችን ያገኘን ስንመጣ የነበረው። አሁንም ሁለቱ ታላላቅ በኢትዮጵያ ታላላቅ የሚባሉ ክለቦች ናቸው። ከነሱ 4 ነጥብ ማግኘት ጥሩ ስኬት ነው። ስለዚህ በቀጣይም ደግሞ ነጥቦችን ያገኘን እንደዚሁ ወደ ከፍ ብለን ካለንበት የተሻለ ይዘን ለመጨረስ ጥረት እናደርጋለን።
አመሰግናለሁ።
እግዚአብሔር ይስጥልኝ።
ተመልካቾቻችን የደረጃ ሰንጠረዡ እንደሚያሳየው ከሆነ ቅዱስ ጊዮርጊስ 28 ነጥብና 16 የግብ ክፍያ በመያዝ አንደኛ ደረጃ ላይ ተቀምጧል። ከሐዋሳ ከተማ ያለውን የነጥብ ልዩነት ወደ 2 ከፍ አድርጓል። ፋሲል ከነማ በ23 ነጥብ ሶስተኛ ደረጃ ላይ ተቀምጧል። ሲዳማ ቡና ዛሬ አሸንፎ 22 ነጥቦችን ይዟል። ወደ 4ኛ ደረጃ ከፍ ያለበትን ውጤት ማስመዝገብ ችሏል። እንግዲህ በቤትኪንግ ፕሪሚየር ሊግ የ14ኛ ሳምንት ጨዋታ ዛሬ ነጥብ የተጋራው አርባምንጭ ከተማ 17 ነጥቦችን በመሰብሰብ በደረጃ ሰንጠረዡ 9ኛ ደረጃ ላይ የተቀመጠበትን ውጤት አስቀምጧል። አዲስ አበባ ከተማ፣ ጅማ አባጅፋርና ሰበታ ከተማ በወራጅ ቀጠና ውስጥ በቤትኪንግ የኢትዮጵያ ፕሪሚየር ሊግ ደረጃ ሰንጠረዥ ላይ ይገኛሉ። አሰልጣኝ ዘሪሁን ሸንገታ ጨዋታው እንዴት ነበር? ከዳኝነት ውሳኔዎችን ጀምር። ደስተኛ ነበራችሁ በዳኝነት ውሳኔዎች?
ያ የነሱ ውሳኔ ነው። የነሱን ውሳኔ አከብራለሁ። ግን አንዳንዴ የሚከሰትናል እንደ ሰው ናቸውና የሆነ ነገር ሊሳሳቱ ይችላሉ። ያን መናገር ምንም አልፈልግም።
በጨዋታው እንቅስቃሴ ተጋጣሚያችሁ ሎ ብሎክ ወይም በጣም ዝቅ ብሎ እየተከላከለ ነበር የነበረውና ያንን ለማስከፈት የወሰዳችሁት እርምጃ ትክክል ነበር ብላችሁ ታስባላችሁ?
በአንድ በኩል እነ ትክክል ነው ያሰብነውና ሰከንድ ሃፍ ምንም ነገር ወደኛ ጎል አልመጡም። እኛ ነበር ሞር ፕሬሸር የፈጠርነው። ኦፖርቹኒቲዎችን አግኝተናል፣ ጎልም የሆነ ነገር አግኝተናል። ያው አላቅም መጨረሻ ላይ ቪዲዮን ሳየው ትክክል አይደለም ነው ብዬ ለመሰክር እችላለሁ። ግን ጀነራሊ ኳሱ መጀመሪያም ስናገር እንደነበረው ጠንካራ ጨዋታና ሃይ ኢንቴንሲቲ የሆነ ጨዋታ ስለነበረ ይሄን ሳልደብቅም አላልፈው ይሄ ነው።
የቡልቻ ሽራው ጉዳት ምክንያቱ ምን ነበር?
ቀጥታ ወደ ሹት ገባ። አሟሙቋል፣ ግን ቀጥታ ወደ ሹት ስለገባ ምንም በደንብ ሪአክሽኑ ሳይገባ ስለሆነ ይሄ አደጋ ሊከሰት ይችላል።
የጨዋታ እቅዳችሁ ላይ ያመጣው ጫና ነበር ግን?
አዎ ሌላ እቅድ ነበረን። እሱን ያሰብንበት እነሱ የኋላ እንትናቸውን ለመክፈትና እሱ ጠንካራም ተጫዋች ስለነበር ያን ነገር ለመክፈት ነበር ያሰብነው። ያው በጉዳት ወጣ። የተካነውም ልጅ ወጣቱ ልጅ ተመሳሳይ እሱን እንዲያደርግና በመስመር እንዲጫወት ነበር ያደረግነው። ጥሩ ነገሮች አግኝተናል፣ ብዙ ነገሮች አግኝተናል። ያው ግን ፉትቦሉ ይሄ ነው።
መሀል ሜዳ ላይ ብልጫ ተወስዶ እያለ 2 ተጫዋች ነው የተጠቀማችሁት። 4-2-4 ይመስል ነበር ወደ መጨረሻው ሰዓት ላይና ጎል ከመፈለግ አንፃር ነው ያ ይሆነ። የመጨረሻዎች አካባቢ ጎሎች ለመፈለግ ነው። እነሱ ደግሞ ዘግተው በየትኛውም ደቂቃዎች ላይ አባክነው የራሳቸውን ነገር ለመውጣት ነበር ያሰቡት። ያው ጌሙ ላይ እንዳያችሁ ሰከንድ ሃፍ በምንም አይነት ወደኛ ሜዳ አልመጡም። የሚመጡትም